In the past 20 years of teaching people how to dance at parties, I noticed that stiffness, looking stiff, is a very big issue. And it usually comes from two different things. One is either a part of your body is stiff and it's impacting everything else, how everything else is looking. For example, rigid arms or like stiff hips. And the other reason is you not being comfortable with what you're doing. It will also make you appear stiff and not relaxed. In today's video, I will tackle both reasons so that you can look way more relaxed next time you go out. And I'm also going to link part 1 of this video below. This will be very useful, some great tips there as well. If you're watching this video, chances are you do need more help with looking relaxed. So let me know in the comments, which one are you? Is it more the body feeling stiff, rigid, certain body parts? Or is it just that you're uncomfortable dancing, you don't like to dance in public, and that's why maybe you appear stiff? Like, let me know which one or two are you, so then I can create more tutorials on this and help you even more. In terms of the body feeling stiff, specific body parts feeling stiff, what you have to do is you have to focus on that specific body part more. So what I would do is, let's say your hips are feeling rigid, I would practice the hip movements even for 5-10 minutes, but every day, okay? Because the more you move something, the sooner it will loosen up. Think about it like that. Usually we don't move the shoulders. This is like the very common complaint. People say that the upper body looks stiff. That's because the shoulders are like that, right? We hold a lot of tension there. We never use the shoulders in everyday life, maybe except for shrugging, but that's about it. And that's why when you're dancing, that body part, the stiff shoulders, are making anything that you're doing appear more rigid, right? So if you're doing some exercises, some stretching motions, just some dance movements with the shoulders, it will loosen them up and then they won't impact the rest of the body. Everything will look so much looser. If you struggle with rigid hips, practice hips every day, learn a new movement, practice the same movements you learned previously. I would literally do it, and I did do it in the past, every day for like a period of 30 days. And at the end, you will notice the difference. Like, it will be easier for you to move that specific body part. And then whatever issues, whatever body parts give you issues like that, then next 30 days, work on something else. And you can start even today at home. I'm going to link some like specific playlists below aimed at different body parts. So arms, shoulders, hips, torso. So you can start even today, you can start loosening up. How to look more relaxed when you're on the dance floor is, I want you to avoid moving just one body part, okay? And I'll show you what I mean. Let's say you're doing a step, but nothing else is moving. You're just moving the feet. Because of the fact that you're not adding anything else, it's making your body look stiffer. Okay, more rigid. You always want to move at least 2 things at the same time. It depends on your coordination, right? But usually we are able to put 2 things together. So if you can only move the feet, what I want you to work on is adding, for example, the torso. So you're going to twist with this motion. And it already looks better than just moving the feet and nothing else. Do you see? One little detail, it impacts how everything is looking. Or another example, you can move the arms. Sometimes it's hard, again, to put everything together. So let's say you only know 4 moves, right? You have your 4 go-to basic moves with the feet, but you're not used to moving the arms at all. It doesn't matter if you're moving the arms with all the movements. Actually, my little trick is this. Let's say we have 4 steps, right? I'll show you the basic ones. Heel in. We'll do like heel up or something, 2-step, and the step forward, right? So those are like your 4 go-to moves. And normally you keep the arms just down. You're not doing anything. What I would do is, when I'm rotating those steps, I would only, let's say, add the arms to one of those moves, okay? Not to all of them, but just one, whichever one is the easiest, right? So let's say we're going to swing the elbows back, do a little swing, and we'll only add this to the step forward move. For the rest of the movements, just keep the arms loosely bent. Don't let them drop because that will make us look stiffer. Keep them loosely bent. Let me show you how I want it to look.
Stumbling on the pavement, yeah, yeah. No sleep in my body. Last night got me wasted, yeah, yeah. Ain't nobody calling my phone up just to make sure I get home safe and sound, yeah. I'm pretty sure if I fall down and don't get up, nobody would care.
So you see here, we weren't moving the arms all the time, but still the arms were doing something, right? So even though I was just like mixing them in once in a while, only with this step, when you put those movements together, it looks like I'm doing more with the arms than I'm really doing. You get what I'm saying? So that's a little trick if your coordination is not there yet and you still want to look relaxed dancing. Now, I want to warn you, you have to practice the arms first at home before you move them in front of other people. Because the arms, when you're on the dance floor, this is the first thing people notice. So if you're waiting for the dance floor to do this movement for the first time, it's not going to look good. You have to be somewhat familiar with the movement before you take it onto the dance floor. Otherwise, it will do more harm than good. Because if your arms are rigid, stiff, and you're trying to add it to a step, people won't notice the feet. They will notice this first, okay? So always practice the movements before you do them in front of others. Now, if you are looking stiff or rigid because you are not sure what to do on the dance floor, or you're on the dance floor but you're focusing on a million different things that also will make us look stiff, a lot of times I notice the thing that people focus on when they are dancing is, am I on beat? Are my moves connected to the music? Am I doing them correctly? My little trick for that is doing the movements that don't follow the beat so that you don't have to think about it when you're dancing. Let me show you. We're going to do two movements. The first one will be a little dip side to side. So we're just going to swing the hips from one side to the other, lifting the hip at the end. And this motion, we won't really match to the beat because we don't have to. It will follow something else in the song, whether it's vocals, melody. You don't have to even be aware of it. Just swing the hips, sometimes slower, sometimes faster. This will be the first movement. And the second movement will be swaying. This is more neutral, not really like a sexy move. So guys, anyone can do that as well. Just shifting weight side to side. Again, you can go slower, faster, we don't care. So at least when you're doing this, you won't have to be focusing on, am I doing it correctly with the music? Let me show you.
I've been alone for what seems like forever. Try to hold it together, but I'm losing my grip. I need someone who can make me feel better. Wrap me up in a sweater, treat my pain with a kiss. Then suddenly you are here, inside my head everywhere. Where did you come from? I'm wondering, baby, are you made up of for real? Say, can you feel what I feel? 'Cause I can tell if I'm just dreaming.
Another thing that will help you look more relaxed when dancing, if right now you're looking focused and stressed out, is, let's say, interacting with your friends when you're on the dance floor. Talking to them as you're dancing, smiling. This one doesn't take literally any practice, but smiling automatically relaxes us and makes all the movements look better. So definitely do that. When, let's say, you smile when you interact with others, you're not going to be looking like you're in your head. You will be enjoying other people around you. So do it at least from time to time. It's always helping getting rid of that stiff, awkward look. I know that stiffness can be fixed 1000%. If this is something you struggle with right now, just to give you a little bit of hope, when I was learning how to dance as a kid, my dance teacher told me I'm too stiff to dance. I'm too stiff to be a dancer. So basically then I became a professional dancer just to prove her wrong, okay? So this is something that's that can be fixed. It's not that difficult. If you need more help with this, I mean, I am creating a lot of tutorials on it, but if you want to learn with my step-by-step process, my guidance, my feedback, my eyes on you every step of the way, book a call with me at a link below, and I'm going to walk you through the next steps. Maybe we can work together. And yeah, I help many people. I mean, you can see them on the screen right now, starting very, very rigid, and then literally just 2-3 months even later, they look like totally different people dancing. Like you would never think they used to look like that before. Awkward and uncoordinated, stiff, rigid. So book a call with me. And yes, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you want me to create more tutorials on this, what else you struggle with. Give me some ideas in the comments so I can help you guys as much as I can. And I'm going to see you in my next tutorial. Bye.